Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Hey guys, and welcome to this video tutorial for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So as you can see here, the main character Link is just waking up after his 100 years of sleeping. We're about to take control of him for the first time. And look, he's walking out, not very well dressed. That's a overhead view. So we're about to take control of the character. That thing there, that's a pedestal which holds, I believe, the Sheikah slate. So if you move the left stick on your Nintendo Switch / Wii U, then you can move your character, Link, at different speeds, running, walking. If you hold down B, you can sprint. The right stick controls the camera.
Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So we're going to automatically take that Sheikah slate, and that will illuminate. So, see? Sheikah slate. That's one of the special items in the game. You can't get rid of it. It's impossible. No matter how hard you try. So we're going to take control of the character, move him through there, and enter this room here. As you can see, there are two chests, one on the left, one on the right. All you need to do is walk up to them and press A. These ones hold some well-worn trousers, which we can put on by pressing the plus button in your inventory. For your inventory. So that's an old shirt. It's thought that whoever put us here left those clothes for us at the start, so when we woke up after 100 years, we'd have something to wear as like a form of protection.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
So we're just going to do that like Zelda has asked. Hold it up to the pedestal, which will happen automatically. And look, that door in front of us will open after that turns blue. See? It's going to turn blue and slide apart and slide upwards. And that's the light. That's the view of outside. It's lovely, I know. So we're going to walk out and we'll find some obstacles.
You are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
So the obstacles I was talking about, there's a tiny little body of water there. Or the way you can jump by pressing X. And there's a tiny wall there which you can go on by just walking up to it and pushing the left stick upwards. So we're about to look over there, and there's an old man standing there with this little fire over there. So I think we're going to go over to him and collect some stuff along the way. So you see anything that's got a little shiny, I guess, star thing on it, you can pick that up and use it either as an ingredient, weapon, or shield, bow, anything. And these, anything you see, like any fruit, vegetable, mushroom that's lying around, you can definitely take that. Look, and you can pick up weapons as well. They can be anything. There are tree branches, I believe there are soup ladles too. Axes, of course, swords, hammers, and those are little squirrels. You can also hunt animals with bows/weapons if you're able to get close to them. So I advise at the start to just try and collect as much stuff as you can. Just look at that boulder, doesn't look interesting. So go down here. There's the old man, and there's the tree. I said any fruit with a star on it or anything, can get that. So if there's an apple there, we can collect that. If it has 3 question marks for the name tag, that means that you haven't collected it before, but you could have seen it. Hadn't collected a baked apple before. So he's just talking to us. Who is he? Who is he? He's an old fool. Where are we? We are on the Great Plateau. We're surrounded by high walls on every side. You see that building there? That is the Temple of Time. So if you look in the middle on the left hand side of the screen, just there, you can see that there's a torch there, which is an okay weapon. Oh, and he's talking to us again. Yeah, it's a secret. I don't actually know what we're going to use it for though. So now I think we've boarded this guy. He's got nothing left to tell us apart from that. So let's go down there. Oh, an axe. Let's go down to the axe and collect it. Even though it's in that wood, you don't need to like pull it out or anything. You just collect it like a normal weapon. So that's a thrower weapon. You press the R button, and to lock onto an enemy, you'll see an orange triangle above their head, an orange arrow, sorry, and you press the ZL button. So before we go into the temple, we could explore those buildings, but I think now let's just go straight into the temple. By the way, I'd be on your guard here because there's a bokoblin.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
So if you press minus, you just automatically go into the Sheikah slate. So we're going to do that. Look, there it is. So you see the arrow is pointing to the direction we're heading. So if we change direction, that we're pointing to it more. So remember, if you just walk towards the wall, you will eventually climb up it. And as I said, there is a bokoblin up here. So to crouch, which is good for sneaking up on enemies and animals if you want to hunt them with a weapon, you hold down the R button. The R stick, the right stick. Let's see. And look, there's the bokoblin, but since we're in plain sight it can see us, so there's no point crouching. Look, that weapon it has is very strong. Right now, it does a whole heart of damage. But if you break a weapon on an enemy, they'll go flying backwards. So I think we should equip another tree branch. We don't want to waste that boko club. And we whacked it, but it whacked us too. So that's not very nice. So look, those pots always normally have something in. So if you just chuck the pots at a wall, they'll break and reveal what's inside. That one had an arrow in it. Okay, so let's just break them all. I know we've never seen 5 arrows before, but since we've seen 1 arrow, it counts it as being seen before. So nothing else, but there's a treasure chest. So open it by pressing A again. And a traveller's bow, which is good right now, because it does 1.25 of damage. So you hold down ZR to aim the bow and release it to fire. Let's go up to that fairy statue, the goddess statue. See what she has to say. You need to go to it and then press A when the prompt comes up to pray. The goddess smiles. The goddess statue smiles upon you. Is that very useful? Anyway, let's keep going. So let's just exit the Temple of Time and do what Princess Zelda has said, that voice we heard. So we're going to go to the point marked on the map on the Sheikah slate. But before we do that, let's check in what's in these buildings. Okay, so there is fall damage in this game, but only if you fall from quite a big height. There's nothing really. Nope, nothing. Sad. Nowhere. So you see those guardians? They're guardians. They died 100 years ago. Tell you more about that later in this game series. If you search them by going up to them when the prompt appears, but not before then because it won't work, then you can, slidey, then you can search them and get ancient materials, which is what they're made of. Incredibly strong, never seem to break. That's why guardians have so much health. I'll do a tutorial on how to defeat one a bit later. Well, there's something here. Look, there are 2 barrels over there. So if we pick up a barrel, we can actually throw them at an enemy or a wall to try and break them, and it will do a bit of damage. But doesn't look like we're going to destroy them that easily. Some barrels are weirdly tougher than others. So I think we should go break it on that bogoblin's head. Oh, didn't work. Oh no. Oh, let's break a weapon on his head and get that again. So the enemies can also pick up them, and that could actually be a good thing, so you try and get them to break it. So let's use our last tree branch. Killed him. So let's keep going to the point marked on our Sheikah slate. In the bottom right hand corner you'll see there are 3 dials. The biggest one shows you where north is and shows you the objective marked on the Sheikah slate. Oh, Hyrule herb. Yum. So yeah, it shows you the point marked. And the one on the top small one, that is the temperature. So if it gets on that blue sector there, you're too cold and you'll start taking damage from the cold. But if it's in the red section, then you'll start taking damage from the heat. So there is a way to combat that. You can make elixirs which help you with that, and you can also buy protective clothing which can protect you from cold, hot and electric weather. So I think we're going to sneak up on this bokoblin because we got behind it. And if you're sneaking up on a bokoblin or any monster, hit them without them noticing. It will come up with the prompt for sneak strike. It will do 8 times as much damage, I believe, so we'll kill them in 1 shot. Because bokoblins have 13 health, and our tree branch does 2 damage. 2 times 8 is 16, more than 13. So yeah, we'd win. Oh, bokoblin fang. So the shields you get, you press the button opposite to the one you do for the bow, the ZL button. So we're going to place the Sheikah Slate in the pedestal. I think, maybe. Let's put it in. Oh, it eats it. Yummy. Oh. So, Sheikah Tower act. Oh, please watch out for falling rocks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Rumbles are always good. Probably. Scared the birds. Scared the bokoblins. Ooh. That's nice. It's very nice. It's lovely to look at. Oh, one in the snow. That's cold weather. That's hot weather because it's near a volcano. But you can see there are different regions and each and every one of them has their own tower. I'll explain why in a minute. So we fell over. Now let's get up. That's the Sheikah Tower. Great Plateau Tower. I know I'm saying Sheikah a lot. I'll explain what they are. They were an ancient race that inhabited these lands 100 years ago, the lands of Hyrule. But they were nearly wiped out. But later on in the series I'll show you how to get to them, because it's like one of the main points in the game. You need to do that before like anything else. So every time you activate a Sheikah Tower, you get a map of that region. That's why there are towers. Okay.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
That's all for now, guys. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.